some good products which they help people to live healthier and happier for long, to live healthier for long. The company has a very good product which are nutritional, which they are going to share with you about it. We have cleaning product, we have agriculture product and skincare product. So I'm going to invite one of our guests. I think he's in Dr. Untitled, all the way from South Africa, to share with us about the healthy product. As a doctor, I think is the only one person who can share with us. So you have to get a pen and paper and listen properly. Welcome, Dr. Untitled. If you are in the call, I think you can unmute and you start sharing with us. Thank you.
Forgot to unmute. Okay, I hope you can all hear me. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Doctor.
Thank you. So welcome to everybody on this call. And now I'm going to request that if you are not speaking, so that we don't get much interference. And then when you need to say something and it's your turn to speak, you can unmute. Okay, my name is Untitled. I'm a medical doctor by training, and by passion, I love to help people to shift their focus from sickness to wellness. So the name of my business is actually called Simply Healthier. That's my brand. And I like to stand by my brand and to say that to be healthy should not be covered in mystery, and you should never outsource your health to anybody else. You should, and all of us, I'm speaking to all of us, should actually learn to take responsibility for our health. I know we've all been conditioned and through tradition and culture to think that things come from outside, attack you, and then you have to go to the doctor to look for it. That's how we were trained. I was trained as a medical doctor over 30 years ago. I actually graduated about 36 years ago. So I've been in the field for quite a while. I'm married to my sweetheart and husband, Dr. Edward Nambasi. Between us, we have 3 adult children. We also have a son-in-law, and we have 2 granddaughters. We are very, very passionate about this business, I must tell you. And for me, the passion is because it makes absolute sense. And as you heard in my preamble, it is important to be sure that you know what to do for yourself. Now, my brief this evening is actually to talk about women. The convener of this meeting, Justice, and I want to thank you for inviting me, asked me to talk specifically about women and women's health. So my quote, as you can see at the beginning, is on the screen. It says, "The circles of women around us weave invisible nets of love that carry us when we are weak and sing with us when we are strong." And I believe it is so important that women understand the absolute power that we have in directing the health outcomes of ourselves, our families, and if you spread it wider, the entire nation for that matter, and the world. So our role cannot be minimized in any way, but first we need to get some information, and I think we need to understand just how important our role is. So I've entitled my presentation, "Before Pimples and Through Wrinkles, How can women maintain good health? That's a good question. These are the stages of life from early childhood, then between 12 and 20, then you have adulthood, and then you can have the golden years. So all these stages are important in a woman's life, obviously. But let us go ahead, and before I go on, I'm going to ask Justice, please allow people in so that I focus on the presentation, if you don't mind. One of the co-hosts, please allow the people in. Okay, now, having covered the stages of life, I just want you never to forget one thing, that women are the bearers of the next generation. We have a huge responsibility to perform. And having said that, it is therefore very important that we maintain good health. Now, if we don't, our offspring can actually come into this world not very healthy. And so these are the signs and symptoms of poor health in children, which can actually linger on well into adulthood: short for age, thin or bloated, dull and listless, always sick with a weakened immune system, poor appetite due to affected senses of taste and smell, and obviously mood changes such as irritability and anxiety. Now, other things that we are now seeing are malnutrition manifesting as childhood obesity. This is quite a new phenomenon, I must say, because of the way the world has gone, eating highly processed foods, inadequate exercise, and there is also a link with underactive thyroid function, and therefore there is a link to exposure with exposure to toxins. So with that background, I want to introduce this company called Neolife, which has taught us a lot. They tell us that a wellness pyramid should be like this, where we do some physical activity, we eat all these things in good amounts, making sure that we don't focus on fats and sugars. But in modern day typical lifestyle, the pyramid has been turned on its head, where people do very little physical activity, and then we do too much fats and sugars, which are highly processed foods. So we seem to have a challenge, and if mothers and the bearers of the next generation don't do something about it, then we have a sick nation overall. So this is what we are also told, that when we are born, we are 100% healthy. And then if we are to live for many years, the trajectory should ideally be that we remain as healthy as possible, and then just one day rest, okay? But unfortunately, everybody seems to be going through life these days on a slippery amount of time in the sick and the tired zone. So from about 20 to 50, actually, I'm seeing more in the teenagers that people are slipping into the tired and sick zone. So my question is this: have you ever wondered at how there is a rise in a lot of these diseases? All right, we are seeing a lot of these diseases, such as thyroid disease, anxiety and depression and mood disorders, digestive disorders, childhood obesity that I've just talked about, and other things that we never used to see. Even when I was at medical school in the 80s, I promise you we were not seeing them to the extent that we are seeing them now. So something definitely is happening. So I always ask this question, woman to woman: have you ever paused to read the labels? How many of us just go shopping? We don't even bother to read the labels of the soap that we are taking home with us, okay? I will say that that is why I looked for an opportunity, and I was so glad when I found Neolife, because I actually was looking for cleaning products that would not poison my children at that stage. I had 2 children and they were quite young. So I want to give you some news that you can use when you are talking to your clients, your friends, your family. that over the past 50 to 60 years, over 80,000 chemicals have been added to our everyday use. Now that is absolutely scary. We find all these chemicals dotted through our day-to-day use, like food, water, detergents, very, very big, personal care products. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of women love to wear makeup and love to use all sorts of things that they think they're getting at a bargain, yeah? So we have to be careful. Fabrics, furniture and carpets. So use that news to tell people why in your life. And that's the reason for telling you all these things, because those things actually disrupt our endocrine system. What is the endocrine system? It's a system that has glands in our bodies, and these glands produce hormones, forming the body's information superhighway. So it's chemical messengers in our body that are formed by this system. So the key glands are these ones: pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, pancreas, and the ovaries and testes, okay? So many hormonal imbalances have similar symptoms, and they occur when they are disrupted by all those chemicals that I've just mentioned. Now, one imbalance often results in other hormones becoming imbalanced. The biggest hormone to be imbalanced is produced by this gland here called the pancreas, and we call it insulin. And that is such a key hormone, but a lot of people have challenges with health because of out of balance insulin as a result of modern day living. So let me carry on, but I hope you are catching the drift to why I love what we do. And once you understand it, telling you anything, because you will understand the value that you get from what we want to show you. Right, so common symptoms of hormonal imbalances include changes in menstruation. I'm sure you've heard all that. Unwanted changes in libido. You've heard about people who have major trouble regulating temperature. They're always feeling cold. You know of some people whose bowel habits are not as regular as they ought to be. And of course, I'm sure you know of so many people who are always tired, persistent fatigue. So these are very common symptoms and signs. And more symptoms include mood disorders. Yeah, I'm sure some of you have been downtown and have seen very angry people. Hair growth disorders, memory loss, brain fog, osteoporosis, sleep disorders, unintended weight changes, mainly gaining weight. So the question now is, who can we trust? Because the tendency, and this is how I was educated through medical school, was if there are symptoms, here is the medication for it. Otherwise, try this or try that. And before you know it, people are on a roller coaster of lots and lots of medication. So now here's a question: who can we trust? There was a research that was done, and it was found that between 2007 and 2016, over 700 products marketed as dietary supplements contained hidden active ingredients that were found to be unsafe or unstudied. So to me, that actually scared me, because over 95% of over-the-counter supplements are what are, rather of all supplements, are what people are using. And the difference that we have is what you're about to discover. The difference with Neolife is that it is the only company that has whole food nutrition supplements. Thanks to our board of scientists, we have scientists that dedicated their lives to doing research and development of everything that we have in this company. And that will explain to you, for the guests on the call, why you will not find our products among all the other products on the shelves in shops and in pharmacies. So a lot of people use that as a reason for not understanding what we do. You need to understand why we do our business the way we do it. Anyway, let me go on just to describe the founder, he was a top toxicologist, pharmacologist, and cancer researcher who decided to come across to Neolife. Neolife was already in existence, and to really bring his immense knowledge and expertise to developing a lot of the products that we now have. And thanks to him, we are now rated #1 as the nutrition company. So I'll go on to explain why, and that's because Neolife addresses nutrition at a cellular level. We have cells, and that is where nutrition actually happens. And other companies fill your stomach, but won't necessarily nourish your cells. So a healthy cell should allow food in and waste matter out. An unhealthy cell doesn't. But the difference is that ours actually nourish the, okay, let me just go back, all grain oils that have been processed out of our foods. So that is the difference with what we have. Now, one of the things that causes a lot of problems is inflammation. If you can remember just this point, that inflammation is usually the foundation to a lot of diseases. You name the disease, it is undergirded by inflammation and oxidative damage. Oxidation is actually rusting of your cells, and inflammation is irritation from whatever. It could be viruses, bacteria, fungi, stress, toxins, negative thinking. All those lead to quite a lot of inflammation. So let us see how we can feel better, look better, live better. And as women, that is key, because we are the ones who direct the way the life of our families go. And here are Neolife nutrition solutions and other solutions, lifestyle solutions actually. We have cleaning products. I introduced myself as saying this is what I was looking for. I was pleasantly surprised to find that I found much more than what I was looking for. I found personal care that was non-toxic, pH balanced, works with my skin. And that is one of the reasons people look older than their years, because their skin begins to get damaged. And we have things like for the face, which is for men and women, everything is for men and women, which preserves of course, our biggest range is the nutrition range. Now, I started by pointing out the life stages. So we have a range dedicated for the children as well. I don't know how many other companies have whole food and with TreeNN in there. That is totally amazing. TreeNN, you'll hear, is the foundation. I wanted to actually focus a little bit on omega-3 salmon oil class now that I've mentioned inflammation. You can give it to children as well. We have the mini and we have the bigger capsule, and it can be paired with absolutely everything. The difference with our omega is that it is complete. It is the only complete one that you will find. It has all the principal 8 omega-3 fatty acids that are involved in human nutrition. So it's very much like if you have a keyboard, you need to have all the keys there. Or if you have a ladder, you need to have all the rungs of the ladder so that you can climb that ladder. So omega-3, important for all those things: heart health, controls inflammation, flexible joints, eyes, the brain, the works. So why I'm addressing women is that we women share, because we believe that together we can make the world a healthier and happier place. I truly, truly believe that. So don't keep it a secret, ladies and gentlemen. But first, we need to take care of ourselves. Make sure you have a healthy body weight. Make sure you detox regularly. You and your family can detox. Make sure your men are listening to what you're saying. We have shakes that are core to weight management. This isn't just for the children. I have been emphasizing this point for years, that we need to be sure that we are getting all 22 amino acids and a good balance of protein and fiber, vitamins, and all that. But look, it completely controls what we call the glycemic response control, make sure that the insulin, remember I said that is the biggest hormone that is disrupted, doesn't shoot off the scale and then come crashing down and then shoot again. It is this roller coaster that causes all the other diseases, such as mood diseases, brain disorder, Alzheimer's disease, and weight management problems, and of course, diabetes that we are so familiar with. Then we need to take care of our hearts, right? The heart is very important. So we have examples here, vitamin E, lipotropic, and garlic, and of course, omega, very, very important. We need to take care of our brain. Because we bear children as women, a child growing inside us in our womb will strip wherever it can of omega if you cannot supply it properly. It will strip your brain, ladies. So if you've ever wondered why women, the more children they have, if you've ever wondered why when women get more and more children, it seems their brain deteriorates, that is the reason. So don't forget to supplement. And of course, bones and joints, very, very important. So we have full motion, we have CalMag, and the importance of CalMag is that you need to build up your bones nice and strong while you can, so that when you hit the menopause, you have good, strong bones. Unfortunately, a lot of people find, and that can leave them with osteoporosis as they age, which is one of those hormonal issues. Okay, so we have CalMag, calcium and magnesium with vitamin D, one of the amazing innovations by the Scientific Advisory Board, because minerals generally are very poorly absorbed. So we have this technology to ensure that we get enough in our system. So girls, and with the support of the men, don't forget to exercise. It is so, so important. This pose is called the warrior pose because that's what we are. Women are warriors for our families. And then of course we have the core nutrition, and favorite is Pro Vitality. However, if somebody is working on a budget, that is all the more important to look at this opportunity, because everything in here is very, very important. We have threonine, we have the omega that are focused on, we have carotenoid complex that helps with as an antioxidant and stops aging process, and also improves the immune system. And of course, we have vitamins and minerals. So this is central to our core products, the two core products being Pro Vitality and either Neolife or NutriShape. And then some others that are important, particularly for women, but also for men, Cruciferous Plus. And the importance of this is it promotes a stable, healthy estrogen balance. Now, let me just for a minute speak to the men. Have you wondered why we are seeing more and more men gaining weight in a strange way? Yeah, because there are too many estrogens around. We call them xenoestrogens that are found in all those chemicals and toxins and the environment, including petroleum fumes. So we need something to help the body to metabolize those xenoestrogens. So that is important. But let me move on. Feminine Herbal is important to balance our moods, and also very important for helping with the hormones and regulating the cycles, and for fertility, and helping us with fluid retention that happens in our cycles as women. The men have their equivalent called Masculine Herbal. So as I close, I just want to remind you of one thing. The next time you pick up a food with partially hydrogenated oils or overcooked, overprocessed proteins and sugars, ask yourself, am I going to regret this next time I look in the mirror? Why I put this statement here is because you have to be sensible. We are talking about nutrition supplements, but it is pointless to supplement if you are going to continue eating in a very unsensible or indiscriminate way. you have to look after that side of it, because after all, we are what we eat, literally, but we have to be very careful that we do not on purpose fix us. So here's why I love Neolife. There's absolutely no artificial anything, and everything is formulated to work with our bodies and to make us as healthy as possible. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this was informative, and I'm going to stop sharing so that Evelyn, you can take over the next session. Thank you. You need to unmute.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for that wonderful information. We really appreciate you. To get the information like this, I think you have to pay a lot of money. But the doctors share with us. I hope you have taken notes. She talk only not for the lady, even for men. I think you'll get that message. Please, let's go and change their life. We change our buying habit, as is the way she told the ladies, we can change more. Where, because we are doing a lot of shopping, we do a lot of the food budget for the food, so we can organize ourselves and help the family to live the healthier and the longer life. Yeah, without with a lot of time, we have a wonderful speaker, Engineer Jesse Ainebiona. So we are privileged to welcome Jesse to share with us also about the business in your life. Welcome, Mr. Jesse.
Thank you. Thank you, Evelyn. I'm so delighted to be here with you this evening. Let me just pick up my slides and then we take it up from there. Great. I'm sure we shall be seeing that coming up shortly on your screen. Great. So my name is Jesse Ainebiona, and professionally, as already mentioned, I trained as a mechanical engineer. And even before I proceed, I would like to appreciate Dr. Esa Zanambasi for a job well done. I think she's one person who really brings out the value addition of our products in terms of the quality, but especially the safety of our products, in terms of how much you can be safe by simply using the products. It is because of her that I have got to use products that I probably would have waited to use a little longer. But because of her, I'm able to use products like NutriShake. I'm able to use most of the cleaning products. I use them regularly on a consistent basis. And I really appreciate you, Dr. Isaza, on behalf of the team for a job well done with such an enlightening and an informative presentation. Thank you so much. Great. So like I said, I trained as a mechanical engineer, and I'm married. My wife is called Diana. We have 2 daughters. One is 4, making 5. Another one is 2.5. I'm going to be sharing with you a business that is built entirely on what Dr. Esa Zanambasi has already taken us through. And I'm not going to take so much time because she has already made the work so easy. And I just want to share with you, especially for the guests, my own experience of how I came to learn about this business, because it was a friend who invited me the way someone could have invited you. I came one evening. It was not an online meeting. It was a physical meeting. They presented the business, the way I'm going to do. And at the end of the meeting, some young people came and they shared their experiences. And while they were talking, I told myself, if they can do it, I believe I can also do it. And so I decided to give myself a try, and I decided to bet on myself. And today I can look back and say what a journey it has been, because my life has completely transformed as a result of this business. And I'm going to share with you some of the things that I did and some of the things that I have been able to get out of this business. And I hope that you will find the journey as interesting as I found it when I just began the business. So our business begins with asking a question. What are your dreams? For some people, it may be to make some extra income. Maybe you are here and you're looking for a way to earn some extra money. I find that our day-to-day needs keep on rising. The prices of things keep on increasing, but the salaries remain the same. In fact, because of COVID, some salaries were completely lost, others reduced to zero, others reduced to half. All those are challenges that we face. And maybe for you, it may be that you want to make some additional income. For some people, it may be that they want to be their own boss. You want to be in charge of your time. You want to decide what you want to do, when you want to do it, with who you want to do it. You want to be the boss of your own and own your life. While for others, like Dr. Anambasi has brilliantly shared with us, it is to have good health and well-being. And I want to believe that for all of us, this is a priority, because what use would the money be if you were not healthy? But it might also be that you want to have more time with your family. I have a young family, and I have really enjoyed working in an environment where I can be with my family when and wherever I want. I still remember that when we were expecting our 2 daughters, I hardly missed an antenatal visit with my wife. I would escort her and would go see the doctor together. Why? Because I have the flexibility of time. I was able to support her when she needed it most. It might be that you want to drive the car of your dreams, or you want to get on a plane and fly somewhere, or even then you might want to help other people. Whichever dream it is that you want or that you have that may not even be represented here. For me, I wanted to earn some extra money so that as a student, I may not be stranded at the university. We present to you a vehicle, and the vehicle that we show you is Neolife International. This is the opportunity that I was introduced to the day my friend invited me. Neolife is a company that is in over 60 countries. That has been around for over 60 years, and today we are in over 50 countries. And as we speak, the company has got an amazing mission, and the mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. That's why we are reaching out to you today, to show you the value in this business so that you can get on the journey with us, that through you we can impact more people and make the world a healthier and a happier place. The reason we have achieved over 50 years of success is because of our solid values. Values like absolute integrity, that whatever we promise is what we deliver. We believe that people are number one. We have products that work. And Dr. Anambasi has already shared with us more about the products. We have an equal opportunity for everybody, regardless of where you come from or how far you went to school or wherever you might have been in life. This business presents an equal opportunity for all. And of course, we give you a long-range vision. We help you to see your life not as it is today, but as it can be tomorrow. And we say that when you're in business, when you get to be part of our business, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You are not alone. You are there for your dreams, but you're not alone. You have a support system. For example, the person who invited you is going to be your sponsor. That simply means they are going to mentor you, guide you, coach you, train you, together with that team that is represented on this call. And the company also gives you a lot of support, like the IT support. Imagine when you be part of the business, you get what we call a replicating website. So the company gives us a lot of support, and we are really grateful that we don't have to run around looking for how to bring in the products into the country, how to pay the taxes at the border, how to package the products and make them look nice. All those things are already done by the company. And of course, we do have a range of products that has already been talked about. Those are the cleaning products that are really good, effective, economical, and earth-friendly. We also have a product that is very good for plants called Supergrow. This is a product that has helped many farmers to maximize crop yields and increase their profits. And of course, we have the skincare products that will keep you looking better and younger for longer. Now, of course, when you look at the products, you can choose to have them and use them. And there are so many people that have done that. But it gets better, because if you choose to be part of the team of distributors, there are so many benefits that you can find. One is that you can get to work and when and where you want. The flexibility of being your own boss. You can be able to grow personally. You can build lifelong friendships. You can begin to learn how to build a foundation of lifelong financial well-being. You can get out of debt. You can belong to a passionate and like-minded community. You can get healthy and learn how to share good health with those that you love. And even for some of us here who enjoy it, we can travel the world. So those are some of the benefits of being part of the business as a distributor. And that is exactly what I did, because I love the products, but I also felt that I can build a business using some good quality products. So how do you do that? To build the business, there are only 3 things that you do. This is not rocket science. This is not brain surgery. This is just a simple business. And I can tell you, anyone can do this. We have what we call the 3 daily success habits. And number 1 is for you to just use the product. Why? Because when you use the product, it becomes easy for you to believe in what you have. The second thing is, when you have used the product, you're going to begin to see some positive and great benefits. So begin to share your experience. In other words, share the experience of your product and the opportunity. And lastly, grow as a person through personal development. So when you start using them, when you come on board, you partner with Neolife, there is some money that you pay. The person who invited you will be able to show you how much money you invest. But when you pay that money, you're going to get some products on top of your registration. That money can vary. It is approximately $50 to $100. So if in Uganda shillings, this would be about 250 to about 300,000. The more you pay, the more product you get, which is a good thing, because then you are able to get the product and begin to use the product. You can use the nutritional, the home care, the skin care. You can even use all of them. And it's highly recommended that you begin to change your buying habits and instead of buying products from the supermarket, begin to buy products from your company, because when you become part of their life, you inherit what the company has built for the last 50 years. So now you have a company that is making for you all these good quality products. Why should you leave your own company that makes for you good quality products and go to buy other products, yet you have your own products? So that's why we say use the products, because when you use the products, you're going to begin to experience the benefits. And as you begin to do that, you begin to share your product experience. You don't even have to tell people what the product does. Just tell people what you felt when you began to use the products. For example, we have used the children's products, and I can tell you, our 2.5-year-old daughter amazes us. The girl can remember things. She's so articulate. She expresses herself so well. The other day, she made a statement. You can ask her, Mariah, come forward. Have you finished? She will say, I have not yet finished. She can express herself that well. You know, she is so confident. The way she remembers things is just amazing. And both of them, their immunity is good. They hardly go to hospital. So we can say that the products have worked because these are the products that we used on them right from the time we were expecting them to the time they were born, and even now as they are still growing. So simply share your product experience. Now, as you begin to do that, go ahead and build a retail customer base. And if we are just to look at a product like Provitality, and you build a customer base of about 6 customers a month, you can feel free to do more than that, but this is just an example. You can begin to earn a profit and commission of approximately $50. And at that level, you'll be earning a commission. You'll also be earning a profit. If you add up the two, you get about $50. Now, this is money that is coming to you as an additional income over and above your monthly salary. It gets better when you begin to share the opportunity, because sharing the opportunity simply means that you reach out to people and you show people that, you know what, there is a business that you can do part-time to make some additional income. That is the one thing I was taught when I started the business. They told me, simply go and ask your friends one question. And here is the question. If I would show you a business that you can do part-time and make some additional income, would you be open to have a look? Let me repeat. If I would show you a business that you can do part-time and make some additional income, would you be open to have a look? Now, when I began to ask that question, some people said no. Others said, it sounds interesting. What is it about? Then others said, this looks like something that I want to do. And as a result, people began to come and I began to build my team. So if that is an example of A, B, and C, they have come, they are interested not only in using the products, but also in building the business. We call that building your team. Now, as you begin to show them how to build the business, you are going to get to a level where you earn approximately a profit and commission of about $100 to $250. We call that level the senior manager level. It even gets better because every single month you get your commission by electronic fund transfer by the 10th of the month. Now, I will tell you this, I've been part of this business for quite some time. There is not a single month when I received an apology that this month we were unable to pay. Every single month by the 10th of the month, you earn your income, as long as you have done the work. And the work that we do is the 3 success habits. Now, you continue to grow personally. How do you do that? We conduct weekly trainings. We have mentorship programs for our distributors. We have conventions that we run here in Uganda, in East Africa, in Africa, even at the world level. All these are opportunities for you to grow as a person, get to learn how to approach people, get to learn how to present, get to learn how to talk to people about your products, get to learn how to manage your money and make it grow. You know, all that is personal development. We have the leadership school, a prestigious opportunity. I remember for our time, we went to leadership school at the Windsor Golf and Country Club. All that was paid by the company. As you begin to grow personally and continue to help other people to grow their businesses, you get to a level that we call director. As a director, you can earn approximately $500 a month. I remember I started this business. By the time I was in second year at the university, I was earning about 2 million shillings, which is approximately $500. And I can tell you, for me, it took away the stress. It took away the anxiety of thinking, now, where will I get a job? In fact, just because the stress went, I found that I was performing better in class. Because if the teacher asked, what is applied thermodynamics? Even if I was not sure of the answer, I would just put up my hand. Because I know even if the answer is not right, the money will just keep on what? Coming. So in fact, by the time I was going into 4th year, the university gave a program to students with a top CGPA, and I was among those students. And I can tell you that it is a business that you can do part-time. Part-time, effectively, I was a student, I was doing this business part-time, I became a director. You can do this business part-time on a job and you can still become a director, because that money can go a long way in helping you to add up so many other things and cover so many other bills. It even gets better because as a world team member, you begin to earn approximately $1,000 to about $2,000. And then as you empower more people, you become what we call a president's team member who earns in excess of $3,000. Now in Uganda shillings, this would be about 12 million shillings and above. And I can tell you that we have people that are earning this money, because these things we don't just talk about, we show you what is possible. But even on top of the money, in this business, we have what we call an amazing lifestyle. If you're the kind that has always wanted to get on a plane, you know, you have an opportunity to one time also get on a plane. Awesome. Now, I just love that video because every time I see a plane, I remember the dream that I once had. I had always wanted to get on a plane one day, but I didn't know where I would go to do what, to see who would even pay. But I want to tell you that out of a business that seemingly came to me like in a joking way, today I have traveled the world. I remember my first trip by plane was to London in 2008. In 2009, the company was in San Francisco. In 2010, the company was in Hawaii. In 2012, we went to Victoria Falls. And there I had an opportunity to do what I had always wanted to do, the bungee jumping. Can you imagine? In 2013, the company was in Dubai. In 2014, Hong Kong. 2015, Sun City, 2016, Cape Town. I remember we visited Table Mountain, we went to Robben Island, we went to the Cape Point where the two oceans meet. Amazing, amazing lifestyle. And I just want to tell you that whatever we have talked about in this meeting is possible if you just do the 3 success habits. There are so many things that have come as a result of my involvement and participation in this business. I was able to buy myself my first car when I was a student. I remember I was in 3rd year when I began to drive that car. I was able to get some money and invest in a property off Entebbe Road, just near the airport. And this is something that has happened as a result of the business that we are doing. I have been able to grow as a person. I never used to be the confident person that I am today. Today, I am an internationally sought after inspirational speaker, trainer, and a consultant. I train people all over the world. All that is because of my participation in this business. And so if you are out there today, you have been invited to come and have a look at how to build a business. The world has moved on. People have lost jobs. Businesses have closed. This is an opportunity which you can do without even leaving your house. Today, I find that I work a lot at home. Why? Because this is a business that you can do from home. It is a business that has continued to thrive even in the season of COVID-19. And so if you are here today, you are looking for an opportunity, look no further, because the opportunity you have been looking for is right in your face. And all you have to do is to reach out to the person who invited you. Tell them, I have seen this business and I'm ready to start. What do I do? All you need is to do what it takes to succeed. And maybe wondering, what does it take to succeed? The first thing it takes is that you need to have a dream. A dream is something that you really want to achieve, something that you really want with all of your heart. That is a dream. A dream is the thing that is going to wake you up in the morning when you don't want to wake up. You know, these last 2 days, it has been raining in Kampala, but I found myself waking up at 4:30 a.m. Why? Because I have a dream. I have a dream. The dream will make you leave the comfort of your bed at 4:30 a.m. to go and pursue something that you're passionate about. That is a dream. On top of a dream, you might have a dream, and many people have dreams, but you know something? Many people never decide. Many people never decide. In fact, I want to ask a question, and I want you to type in the chat. Are you ready? If you're ready, say, I'm ready. Just say yes. I want to ask a question as I close. If you're ready, just type yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Cesar. Any other yes? Okay. We only have one person. Okay. If we have one yes, I will. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis. I want at least 5 yeses. Okay. Thank you. I see them coming. Please keep them coming. Here is the question. There were 4 birds standing on a tree. Okay. One decided to fly. How many remained? There were 4. One decided to fly. How many remained? Okay. Thank you. Keep the answers coming. Keep the answers coming. Keep the answers coming. Fantastic. I see them coming. Thank you. You have said 4. Let me ask one of us here. Dennis, why did you say 4?
You said one of the birds decided to fly. Decided but didn't fly, I think. So they remained 4.
Thank you very much. And that is the point, that it is one thing to make a decision, but it is another thing for you to believe that if you decide to take action on your dream, you can achieve it. And the thing that I want to emphasize most is taking action. Because many people can come, see this business, believe in it, even say, I am going to do it. But you know what? They never do it. Nothing happens until you do something about it. So my call to you here as guests on the call, I invite you to take action. Because if I had not done what I did, I would still be where I was. I would be like that bird that said, I want to fly, but it never flew. I would still be the same person that I was many years ago. Today, I am a different person, thanks to this opportunity. And I believe that whatever has happened for me can also happen for you. So if you are here, you are looking for an opportunity, now is the time to get up and take action. Look, I didn't have the money. I didn't have that money to start, but because I believed that I could get the money somewhere, somehow, I found a way to get it. Because you see, when your dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. Even if you don't have the money, somewhere, somehow, if you're serious about your decision and you believe in what you're doing, you will get the resources, because a good dream attracts the resources that you need. So thank you so much. I would like to say welcome to the family of Neolife. And if you have been invited, the person who invited you will show you how you can be a part of the Neolife business. I would like to hand back to you, Evelyn, to close the rest of the meeting. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, Jesse. It was really wonderful training. That's why they say this business is yourself, but not by yourself. To get this knowledge, which help you to build your business, which help you to get that the way of moving up, the personal development. You know, everyone, we came not in this way, we keep learning. So if you decide today, also you will learn and you will be the one who to share sometime back. So I thank you, Dr. Cesar. Thank you, Jesse, for the good sharing. By end our meeting, we know we are going to end our years now. We think we have gone through, we got, you know, a lot of challenge, COVID, but God has taken us up to this time. So we have to celebrate and thank God for that. We are going to have a convention, end of year party. Will be, okay, the registration is still in the progress. In the weekend, next weekend, our team is going to have the convention. So we are all welcome. Those will continue the registration. In Kampala, we are going to be, it's going to be on Saturday, on 4th, Iran. It's good we come together, we share, we celebrate, and the recognition for our success. You know, we have gone through all the way, now we are here. And we have also another, on Sunday, 5th, it will be in Western Uganda, in Barara. Also, the registration is still continue. We are welcome, even the guests. See, the person who invite you will show how you can participate in the convention. Thank you for this evening. Thank you for taking your time. The guest is the person who invite you. And the distributor, let's go and do the work because we have got enough knowledge. Thank you very much. Have a blessed evening.
Okay, thank you so much. Can I just say to the South Africans as well, we are also having a get together on the 4th, Saturday the 4th in the afternoon at the Neolife Center in Durban. If you can come and you are on this call, you're most welcome. We've been planning this, so I just thought I would take this opportunity to announce it for the South Africans on the call. Thank you, and thank you, Evelyn.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cesar and Jesse and Evelyn, for sharing with us. It's really been a pleasure to hear from you and to learn from you, and have a blessed weekend.